Scorpio, welcome back. I'm reading for you folks first because you absolutely slayed it with the most number of views from the last readings. So, thank you very much for that. I'm just doing a pre shuffle. And Lighten Your Load came out. This will be the third recording that I've done for your sign. I'm just really struggling with the communication this week. So let's see how this goes, Scorpio. I might do an extended for you if it's absolutely awful feedback from this video. Yeah, maybe it's retrograde. Mercury being in retrograde. Lighten your load. Straight away, what I get from Lighten Your Load here is that there's something that you've been working on and you've been putting everything into, and you're just about damn near going insane from it, quite honestly. Like you can see in this picture here, this person's really focusing on this thing, and you can see their mouth is kind of ajar, like they're gonna scream, and they've got the weight of the world on their back. And I mean, every muscle in your body is like getting this done. This could be some emotional work that you're doing. It's intense, whatever it is, though. And I think that it's taxing you for sure. It's taxing for you. And the message that I'm getting is that, even though this is the case, beautiful or magical things are going to come from this. Your hard work is going to be worth it. But I just wonder if you're wondering yourself just how much you can endure. Yeah, let's leave that there. We'll bring out the tarot now. I was shuffling in your second reading there, and nothing was coming out in the tarot deck. So I thought, well, let's start with an oracle then and see if that kind of breaks the ice a little bit. This is Kim Kranz's deck, The Wild Unknown. So I read intuitively from it for the majority. Pretty intuitive deck. All right. Tell us, what's this Lighten Your Load about, Spirit? What's this Lighten Your Load about? The star on the bottom. Yeah. So healing. There's definitely some healing going on for you here. I don't feel like it's healing from love relationships or anything like that. I feel like it's even bigger than that. I feel like this might be some trauma work. It's interesting because just as I looked at that world, I was thinking about an article that I read today about the deaths of, I think it's 215 children in a BC school, at a residential school. And, of course, referencing intergenerational trauma that comes from experiences like that. And when I see this world card here, that's what I get. So whatever this is heavy for you. This isn't just, a love relationship. Yeah. I feel like for somebody, this healing relates to a father figure. I feel like I'm reading for a male or someone with a lot of masculine energy. Okay. This father, whoever this was probably very intelligent, very astute, but incredibly cutting with their words. Like poker hot, probably had a hot temper, or when they were angry and they spoke harsh words, it would cut through you like a knife sort of thing. And I think you're in this position where you're feeling like you're coming at them full speed. And, it could be a matter of even confronting someone about this, confronting a father figure about this, about what happened in the past and about how this affected you. Yeah, I'm just getting like white hot. Okay, white hot. Mother of Pentacles. I feel like whoever's watching this here was very close to their mother, Their mother was a source of comfort for them. I'm getting like an earth sign. So Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn mother. Your mother was sweet and gentle, attentive to your needs. Kind of like that soft place to land. It's, you know, when you compare it to the Father of Swords, complete and utter opposites, right? Like you could just see the energy in there from the father to the mother, right? I feel like your father probably worked out of the home. I was also getting that they're a doctor, is what I was initially getting, but they worked out of the home a lot. They weren't around a lot. I think they made you feel really small. Yeah, your mother was probably a stay-at-home mother, I'm getting. The Ten of Pentacles here. So definitely this lighting your load relates to matters of the home for sure. Okay. I just heard money was everything, okay? I think like you lived a very comfortable lifestyle. It feels like as a child growing up, your lifestyle was very comfortable. You had everything that you needed sort of thing. Again, not just materialistically, you know, your mother, again, there's, you know, was a nurturer sort of thing. She was there for you. Again, your soft place to land. But I think the father was definitely the breadwinner of the family, and money was everything. Like it was the center of everything. It was the end all be all. This person really focused on it. They were really proud of that. They were very the type of person that was very much like put on a face for others, you know. So, you know, the family that looked perfect from the outside, but on the inside there was a lot of stuff going on that people weren't aware of. Mm-hmm. You know, I feel like in some ways you're very intelligent. So I was going to say in some ways you're very much like your father. So you're incredibly intelligent. You're a very focused individual. You go after what you want, but you don't have that temper. Okay. No, not at all. So with the Seven of Cups coming out with the Ace of Wands. I think you've always kind of felt like there was something in your life that was missing. Like I think either you've, you know, from a young age, or you're currently in a situation where, you know, again, it's kind of like this darkness, this depression kind of filled your life. And what was always missing, the cup that's upside down, was the sunshine. Was it was just a really tough time for you growing up. And with this Ace of Wands here, it's almost like this is a new beginning. So by going through this healing process, by going through, I'm going to have to assume some counseling probably is what I'm getting. Although you're alone at this time, or at least going through this and communicating your needs potentially, there are new beginnings coming out of this, okay? And it's very powerful. It's something that, you know, is life-changing. Yeah, I'm just drawn back up to this card again about how your hard work is paying off. Like just when you think you couldn't bear anymore, you know, here comes this new beginning. Okay, this new opportunity. Tell us more about the Ace of Wands here. I'm just seeing the Daughter of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. With the Mother of Cups on the bottom. It's interesting because the Mother of Cups showed up in the first reading which involved a miscarriage. So if anybody out there is watching this and they've gone through a miscarriage, let me know and I'll put out a reading for that. It's a pretty sensitive subject and it just wasn't flowing, really well. So I did delete it, but I'm happy to go back to that if that does resonate with someone out there. This new opportunity, Daughter of Pentacles. I feel like maybe you've had a child of your own now, is how I feel, a daughter. And this has changed your life. It's brought you back to the beginning. So potentially this is something that, we have triggers in our life, especially when we're dealing with things like trauma from childhood and things like that. We can go throughout life and things can trigger us without us even realizing it. We just react to things, not knowing where it comes from. But oftentimes, if we've been through traumatic experiences in childhood, we can be triggered around different life events, and certainly having a child is one of those times. Okay, I'm just getting the energy like I would never do that to her. I would never do that to her, sort of thing. And so it's almost like by having your own child now, you go back to the heart of this matter and this need to communicate to this person, like, this is how you made me feel. This is how it affected me. This is how it changed my life forever, sort of thing. And I think you vow to yourself that you're never going to let that happen again. And that is part of breaking that chain. Again, when we talk about intergenerational trauma, is breaking that chain so that those same patterns don't continue on throughout, right? And so by you taking on this heavy responsibility, this heavy task of healing, you're ensuring that your children and their children and children after that don't have to kind of suffer the same fate. Okay. I'm just hearing, so this was pivotal. This was pivotal for you, the birth of this little one. I feel like this child is probably a little bit older now, honestly. Like I feel like they might be in the 7 or 8 year range. Or they could be an earth sign like a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. I'm wondering too if this child either reminds you somewhat of yourself when you were younger, or if this child reminds you almost of your mother, just that sweet, gentle nature. Yeah. I don't think you are the type that's absolutely obsessed with money. I can tell you that right now. I think you're more focused on feelings, and that's what matters. We've got the 2 of Wands here with the 7 of Wands. 4 of Wands and Justice with the Father of Cups at the bottom. Interesting. I feel like you're the Father of Cups, by the way. I feel that's your energy there. Yeah, you've got a lot to say. Whenever I see that with that red beak, that stands to me. Sometimes it can be temper, but a lot of times too, that's someone who's got something to say and they're not holding back. They're very passionate about what they speak about. So again, it jives with what we've been talking about so far. Yeah, this is kind of like, when I see this card, I always think of things coming to a head, two paths kind of meeting, diverging, okay? And again, I feel like this is the birth of this child that has created this coming to this point. That has sparked this passion within you, this to shine a light on the past. And this is almost like it's lifting your depression. It feels like it's lifting the depression because it's illuminating something that needed to be said, that needed to be dealt with. Okay. This is a lot of Wands energy. So this is a lot of movement. This is a lot of doing. Okay. Not just thinking and stuff, but actually doing stuff. A lot of doing. With the 4 of Wands here, again, to me, this just speaks about illumination. It speaks to something being brought to the surface. It's almost like this card tells me that it's like you're seeing something for what it really is. There's that clarity there. There's that laser focus. It's interesting because with both of these cards, you're seeing the middle there, like kind of like the bullseye, right? Very focused, very targeted. It's almost like an aha moment is what I'm getting, and justice being served, right? So with this justice card here, it's like seeing two sides of an issue. You're seeing two sides of this issue, and I just kind of keep hearing like, I'll be damned if I let it happen again, or if I let it, continue on. Yeah, we've got Daughter of Cups here. We've got the Four of Cups. We've got the Ten of Swords and the Ace of Cups. It's with the High Priestess on the bottom. It's really this energy of innocence, of no longer covering up those feelings, no longer hiding those feelings, no longer keeping a clamp on those depressed feelings. Like you might have hidden your depressed moods or your low moods in the past, kept a lid on it. We don't talk about that in this family. We don't talk about that with other people. That's private, sort of thing. And by doing that, you're blocking a lot. And it led to a lot of wounding. Like if this doesn't tell you what or how that feels, that darkness feels, right? It's just like being completely immobilized. But again, I'm getting that the birth of this child, there's something about children here. And if you don't have a child, if you haven't had a child, this could just be the turning the focus to the inner child, okay? So doing inner child work as well. And this has illuminated everything and has brought you forward to a place where you're communicating this to this father figure. But certainly this is the new beginning in life. And this is what I was referring to up here when, I said it's going to be a lot of hard work, but you can kind of see this here. That there reminds me of this here, where it's like it's paying off. And it's like a new beginning for you. It's a new beginning. It's an opportunity to go from this kind of energy here, right? Do you see all that darkness there and that melancholy, that depressive type energy? And stepping into this here, okay? Let's look at the oracle here for some advice for you. For some of you as well, I'm just hearing it could be that you've had a mother figure pass, and this has brought up a lot for you. But I'm still being really drawn to having a child of your own, and it's a girl, it's a little girl, okay? I can't deny that being the main theme that I keep hearing. What is some advice for our beautiful Scorpios today? Yeah, so it talks about friendship. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. Okay, so I don't know that this necessarily even relates to your dreams, but I think, sorry, I just saw the blue jay there. I've never noticed that before. I think it just means to turn to your friends and to your social circle. It reminds me of almost that, family's not the end all be all. Sometimes we can be much closer to strangers that we meet or friendships that we form than we can, to blood relatives sort of thing. And so it's saying, lean on your friends. Lean on your friends for that support and encouragement if you're not getting it from your immediate family, right? The blue jay could be important to you. The blue jay, honestly, they are quite shrill. Like when they call, it's something that you can't miss. They can be known as kind of like the jerks of the bird world, I guess. They can imitate the sounds of other birds, including hawks, and so they can use that to scare away other birds, and then they'll go and they'll thieve from other birds' nests. It can also speak to, blue jay can speak to being kind of a jack of all trades, master of none sort of thing too, okay? So if if any of that resonates with you or makes you curious, you can Google that, the meaning of blue jay for more information and check that out. But Just kind of felt like that needed to be said. Someone needed to hear that. Hidden depths. Yeah, something hidden is about to come to light, perhaps a secret or memory at the back of your mind. When we expose what's hidden, we can become free. Okay, so, and this is a card of healing. You see that beautiful green color there? That's a card about healing. So pretty, that's confirmation, if I've ever seen it, for someone out there, that this is definitely some childhood work. Lost and found. What was once lost is about to be found. Sometimes this card can help us find things we never even realized were lost. And you can see this cup spilled here and a kitty cat down at the bottom here. So, you know, I really feel like this relates to, again, inner child work, where you've lost a piece of your innocence, a piece of your childhood, and you're finding it again, possibly through the birth of your own child. Okay. One more, Spirit. One more message for our beautiful Scorps today. Or not. One more message. I think they want me to end it there, Scorpio. Yeah. What's at the bottom? Precious time. Interesting. So the Fairy of Time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. You know, it's interesting. I don't know if you can see this card very well with the light as I have it now, but when I see this card, it really talks about time. It talks about going back and going through your life. Like, you know, this girl's sitting down here and she's going through these belongings. And to me, it almost feels like when you have a box from childhood and you sit down and you start going through the box and you start remembering things, good things, bad things, you know, whatever. But it speaks to, you know, now is the time to do this stuff, or this stuff is already occurring. And to not sit too long in it either, you know, to take what you need to take to process it and to move past that, which I feel you're doing, or if you haven't yet, you're going to be doing. Okay, so I don't think there's any need to worry about it or to dwell on it. I think this will be quite a natural process for you. And, you know, when they talk about healing, it's not linear. Okay, so you might take, you know, 10 steps forward and another 2 back, or another 20 back, and then you go again. You know, it's never really done. I certainly don't think you're wasting other people's time. Absolutely not. So, but just to take in every moment fully. But again, I really feel like you're already doing that. Again, if you've already started a family of your own, I think you know that, and I think you're employing it. And I think you're patching this up. You're healing whatever wounds are from the past, which is a lot of hard work. So give yourself a pat on the back, absolutely, for really tough work. That's been well done. Well, I'd be interested to know if that resonates with anybody out there, Scorpio. I wish you the best this weekend, and we'll talk to you next week. Thanks again.